6 p.m. I'm going to start recording. Anything you say can and will be put on YouTube, so please keep that in mind. Alright. So. Hi, YouTube. Yep, exactly. So, welcome to the closing ceremonies officially of the Centaurus Festival. I want to thank you guys for coming and making our first year such a wild success. This was brilliant. I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams this being so intensely fun and inspiring. Yeah, what a great first year. Like, wow, we are off to a high note. I don't know how we're going to top this next year, but I'm going to do my best. So our highest attendee count was 134. So quite literally more than double my original guess for how many people we would have. Because I guessed we would have around 60. So we had 134 attendees at our highest point. 150 people registered overall, but we had, or I think 151 people registered overall, technically. But we did have, I want to say, anywhere from 10 to 20 people after registration closed request invites, which was perfectly fine. We had 3 impromptu panels. We had Dosky's AMA, we had Bite Counts, Dating My Husband, no, we had Bite Counts Meet Your Heroes panel, and then we had Dove's Campfire Stories. So just to run over things, the recorded videos will be going up on the convention YouTube, which I did make in between the last panel and this panel. We do have a convention YouTube. We are the Centaurus Festival on YouTube, to no surprise. I'm hoping to get those up within the week. Ideally before the night's over, but realistically within the week. I'll link it here, and I will put the link on, the official links as well. You know, keep things consistent. There is also a Google Forms that I've set up that you can fill out for the panels and convention to give your thoughts, your suggestions, your praise. Please shower our panelists in praise. And yeah, they, like, the panelists will be able to see this. Panelists, I'll be sending the link for you guys to see this in panelist chat later after this. So please be considerate about the things you say. Even if you think a panel could have been better, phrase it politely. You know, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings and be a jerk. So please consider that. Constructive criticism always. Except for the actual Centaurus Festival question. You can be kind of mean there. I'll survive. Don't worry. And I do want to hear your feedback about the panels. Not about the panels, about the convention overall, because I want to improve. This was my first year as con chair. I know that I'm not perfect. I know that this isn't perfect and will never be perfect, but I want to hear what you guys think we could have done better, what you would like to see from us in the future. You didn't let any of us date Thomas mean. I mean, you can ask him out. I'm not gonna stop you. There is no off-season Discord. I've gotten questions about this, so just official announcement, there is no official off-season Discord. There's the Non-Human National Park forum that I run, which I will continue running, which I strongly suggest that people check out. It's having some minor icon difficulties, but I'll be fixing that up in the next week, just because of how Discord has changed their file hosting, and a bunch of them were hosted from Discord. There is an unofficial off-season Discord hosted by Byte Count that can be found in the advertisements channel called the Midnight Railroad. Please check it out, feel free. The server will be moonlighting tonight into read-only mode, except for the staff channel, the panelist channel, and the art channel, which will stick up a couple more days, in case anybody has questions, in case I need to get recordings from anyone. Galactic Railroad, not Midnight Railroad, for the unofficial Discord, my bad. I'm dyslexic. So, yes, the server will be going to read-only mode tonight. The ideal is that it goes into effect at 8:30 p.m. EST. It may happen later than that depending on my schedule, but that is the current goal. The ideal plan is that we are going to reuse this server yearly and divide each year's convention sections into divide each year into archived sections that will be accessible via role. So if you have like the 2024 role, you can see the 2024 chat and stuff like that, just so that it's easier on us and on you guys, where you don't have to join a new server every year. With OtherCon, I know that works really well because OtherCon's huge. With us, and also because I'm really close to server limit, and as a concher, I don't think I could do it. With us, I'm gonna try and keep it to one server. So, keep that in mind. That also means, like, that even if you leave, you can always come back. And if you want to stick around, like, that's fine here. The announcements for the Centaurus Festival will be posted here for, like, Centaurus Festival 2025, but you can also find us on our Tumblr, on our website, on our future Blue Sky, which I will probably eventually be making. And yes, there is a server limit. Yes. Sorry, I'm checking over my notes, seeing if there's anything else I absolutely need to tell you guys. I think those are all the, like, main points of this closing ceremonies that are, like, important official stuff. The non-official stuff that I want to talk about. I was so happy and proud of you guys for the impromptu panels that you either made or took part in. That was really brave, that was really fantastic. You all did so wonderfully, and I want to give you, like, the praise you deserve. You have my admiration. It's so hard to, like, just jump into something like that. You guys did amazing. If anyone here who wanted to do an improv panel or an improvised panel or but didn't because they were too nervous or too scared or didn't know how to start, please consider doing so next year. And you're always open to, like, DM me directly. Everyone in the server can DM me directly. Traditionally, my DMs are friends only, but I've set this server so anybody can DM me directly if they're a part of it. Um, you can always DM me if you need help with anything. If this convention was inspirational to you and you want to set up your own for a niche interest or niche identity group, but you don't know where to start, also feel free to reach out to me. I will give you whatever advice I'm able to from this learning experience, because holy hell, this was a learning experience. And I would love to see more conventions. Right now I can name maybe, four? Four Alter Human conventions off the top of my head. And I would love to see more. So if you guys are interested in setting up your own and you want to know how I did it, or you have questions, like, please feel free to DM me. I am happy to help. I have ADHD, but I'm happy to help, so you may have to DM me twice. 5 years ago there were 0, so 4 is a pretty big number. True. This is entirely true. If there's anything I want you guys to take away from the time we've spent here, it's please write. Please write and please record your experiences and your thoughts and your adventures and your research. Please. Write about anything. Write about everything. Write about how this convention affected you and how you liked it and how it inspired you. Because that's something we don't have writings about. The Otherkin wiki was talking about that earlier when I was drafting up a future page eventually for the Centaurus Festival. Like, just write. Just write. Are we going to make a panel that teaches how to run a convention? Or maybe just a short essay on some important parts? Probably a short essay. There's OtherCon, this, Draconic Summit, Shining Hearth, OtherCon, or not OtherCon, Alter Human Wonderland? I don't know if that's still going on. Convention that I won't name because it's for P-shifters. I think there's more, but I can't quite. Therian Convergence. Dosky's potential future SoupCon. I'm putting that in. Dosky, SoupCon when? Onion Con. Oh god, no. Uh. Oh yeah, and there was AlterCon, but that was a few years ago. I don't know if AlterCon's still going around. There have been a decent number of Alter-Human conventions, and it's been a lot of fun. But I would always love to see more, even if it's just like a one-off convention. Even if you're like, I don't want to do it annually, because that would be an incredible amount of work. That's fine. Like, I just think that would be more Alter-Human conventions are super cool, and consider doing it. It'll be amazing. I know it'll be amazing. Um, did I already link the Google form for the convention and the panels in chat? I don't think I did. I'm putting it in there again if I already did. Please consider giving feedback. Just be polite. That's the only thing. And thank you guys. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This was an incredible experience. Not to be a total sap. And it was so fun. This would not have been the same without all of you. And I hope to see you guys next year as you're able. I mean, I know we're all busy people with lives and stuff. Um yeah, this was awesome. This was amazing. I could never have imagined so much just straight up fun, wacky, cozy times. And I'm glad that we did end up like with so many fun, wacky, cozy times. I'm glad we weren't like crunched for time or super serious or really big. I think that for me at least this was a perfect first year. I really just I'm touched. I don't know. I'm sick as a dog, so my words aren't that great, but I am thank you. Thank you all of you. Yes, everyone's panels were so good. They were so good. Oh my goodness, they were amazing. Sick as a fox. I'm not a fox. Poppy, fight me. Meet me out behind a Denny's and fight me. Put them hooves up. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you need me for anything, please feel free to DM me, or if you're shy, please feel free to put it in the Google Forms. Be like, I think next year you should do a panel about, the mythology behind doorways. Or, like, anything. Or, like, next year I think you should clarify the rules on X, Y, and Z. Um, Next year I think you should put more pictures of Onion around. I don't know. Like, anything you feel you want to say, please say it. I'm like, we're here to listen. Always more Onion. Onion is banished. I had to rescue an annul from her. Um, can we have a panel about how to bake pretzels? Unfortunately, baking scares me, so that'll have to be done by somebody else. What is up with those creepy hallways that keep showing up in our campfire stories? Oh, a panel on liminal spaces would be pretty fascinating, actually. Just gonna say, one of y'all should think about that. That one would be cool. Um, I love liminal spaces. Me too, man. You were a professional baker, Dosky. You know what you must do. Chimeras, you are the baker of the polycule. You and you and Robert, I guess, since he's a professional chef. Liminality, the mind was not built to comprehend the grocery store. But yeah, I'm sorry I don't really have like a big speech set up again. Like I said, I've been sick these past 3 days. Can I come back to the server next year if I leave now? Yes. Yes. If you leave now, you can always come back. You just have to re-register or DM me, because I don't foresee me being like real strict about the registration thing in the future either. I know that was a running thing this year where I was like, if you need an invite, just DM me, it's fine. And I think I'm gonna keep that going, as long as we don't hit like, massive convention numbers to where we're overwhelmed, which I don't see happening. Knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood. I would like to repeat that Dove with Scales linked me and said, go here. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Exactly the vibes we want. Someone just showing up and being like, here, take this. And then just walking away. But you sent like links to 3 or 4 people, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I fully support not pretending to be a corporation and being the fun police, as long as it's not, you know, wildly difficult to manage. Like with OtherCon, I can see why they have that very strict, like, please no registration past this point sort of thing, because they get just so many people. But we're like 1/3 the size of OtherCon, so I'm fine. Forgot about the con. Nobody else in my system listened to me when I said to sign up. Signed up the day right before the con, made an impromptu panel. The con is chaos, but in the best way imaginable. Hell yeah! Chaos Con when? Is Dodek here? Dodek, you should do a Chaos Con. I think you'd be good at it. So I guess, what did I do? I was petting a cat. Extremely valid. Extremely valid. So I guess, is there anything you guys want from me before we wrap up for the day? Before we wrap up for the panel? Your husband, can you, guy? You can't all keep asking out my husband, damn it! What actually did you say? Oh, Dodek, I said, you should do a Chaos Con. I think you'd be good at it. But why not? Thomas isn't even home. I already asked Thomas out. Can I do it? I can't do it again. I mean, you could do it again. There's nothing like you can do whatever you want forever. That's been one of the major points of the convention, right? Major points. Fuck them, right? You can do whatever you want forever. Basky constantly asks me to marry them. We've been married 5 years. Oh yeah, I always like that's classic in a married couple. Just be like, hey man, marry me. And then they look at you and you're like, we've been married for like years. That sticker looks so goddamn intimidating. Me being like, just right. Feed your archivists. They're starving to death. Also, if you have written anything over the course of this convention that was like inspired by this convention, please send it to me. So genuinely, like, please, if you've written anything over the course of this convention that was inspired by it, even if it's not like about the convention, yes, DM it to me. I would love to see it. Like, that's so cool. Like, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Will you be making a different server next year? It will be the same server. We will be on the same server. I'm just going to neatly archive all of these chats, put them under a little 2024 thing, and then make the 2024 thing, role specific. I'm going to be getting a role bot in the server at some point and finagling with that and setting it up so people can be like, oh, I was a 2024 con goer, I was a 2025 con goer, and we'll just go off the honor system for that. It'll be very cool. You can help with that? Cool, Calypso. I was literally gonna ask because I've never done that before. I'm writing up a blood magic essay because of the vampires who were here. Oh yeah, I saw that whole conversation. That was cool. That was neat. So yes, if you have written anything, if you have written an anything over the course of this weekend, or if you do write anything, like in the next upcoming week, month, whatever, inspired by this con, send it to me. I want to see it. I want to see it so bad, please. Cards Against Humanity activity next year? Oh man, yeah, that would be great. I would love that. We could make a deck, like, custom for the server. That would be super fun, right? Oh god, dragons. The scent aggression thing? That's a mood. I also need to write something about that. What are you trying to say, Dove? Trying to convince me to do something? Go here. In the fairy realm? Go in the fairy realm. Pokemon Alter Human Survey? Yes! Oh, yeah! Make things! You guys are so talented and cool, and I've seen your thoughts and, like, all of the discussions that have been going on, even if I've just been lurking. I've seen it, and it's so cool. Like, you guys have great things to say. Please know that you have great things to say. Got any tips for, like, tips, ideas of where a newbie can share written stuff on Alter Humanity? Yes. Okay. Tips. Places you can go. Tumblr is the, like, effervescent classic right now, right? Where you can just post stuff, and you can make it rebloggable or unrebloggable if you like with tags. There's personal websites, if you have a NeoCities or a Weebly or a Wix. You can just put stuff on there. It's a little bit more tricky, a little bit more technical, but very worthwhile because no one can touch it. WordPress super user friendly. It's a blogging site too. Dreamwidth, also. Dreamwidth is great. Dreamwidth has some Alterhuman communities, like the Fiction Kind community, which Goratrix and pals run. Shout out to that 3-year-old over there in the background. 3 years old and running a whole Dreamwidth community. I'm over 1,000. Over 1,000 and 3 years old. That's some anime shit, man. Other places you can go. Man, I did a whole panel about this last year. You'd think I would remember it all. I wouldn't recommend, personally, I would not recommend X or Blue Sky or Mastodon because microblogging sites are not great for that. Unfortunately, it's just, it does not lead itself to, writing about yourself. Non-Human National Park, we do have a writing board. You are more than welcome to post your writings there. In fact, I strongly encourage it. I'm obviously biased because, like, I'm the co-owner of the forum, but, like, that's the point also, you know? Just know that it won't be archivable if you do so, because that part of the forum is private, to keep members safe. And then you can just write it on a Word document and send it to me, like, for the Alterhuman Archive, and I will slap it up there, man. Like, I will do it. PDF, Word document, smoke signals that I'll just, like, take a camera out and a video recording of, I will do it. Please no. Oh yeah, Pillow Fort. Pillow Fort's another one. Co-host, I think, is also getting popular, though I've heard mixed reviews from Alterhumans I know on there. Some people love it, some people don't. Would you prefer pre-downloaded PDFs or Google Drive links? Fine. I would prefer either. Either. If you send a carrier pigeon, I will be keeping it. If you send a carrier pigeon to me, I will be keeping it. If you use Tumblr, please go into your settings and enable custom URLs so your posts can be archived. Yes. Poppy is correct. Please do that. Please. It makes it a lot easier. Basically, my recommended place for posting stuff is, like, anywhere you can. Almost. With the exception of microblogging sites, and I guess Reddit, actually, now that it comes to mind. Don't put things on Reddit. Just don't. And a physical notebook, also true. You're gonna send me your essays via Ouija board? Amazing. 10 out of 10. And yes, do keep local copies of things, because you don't know whenever what given site is going to go out the window. Once again, why I recommend personal sites. Because they're yours. Like, ain't nobody gonna come in and be like, I'm the fun police. You can't put up female presenting... Sorry, I'm not gonna go into the Tumblr stuff right now. There's various Mastodon instances, but it's a worse Twitter clone, so your mileage may vary. I like some of the Mastodon instances, but I'm also on ones that are, like, images primarily, so, you know. That's also why I'm, like, on them, for images, not for text. Paige, I'm gonna get a camera from 1996 that only turns and force you to decrypt my essay from hexadecimal into I don't know how to actually pronounce that because I've never seen it pronounced. ASCII? ASCII? I'm seeing different AC? I'm seeing different pronunciations. Oh. Fight, 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 fight. I have to upload something on Animal Quill to satisfy my younger self. Valid. Um, so yeah, anywhere you can post it, post it. Strong recommendation. Keep local copies, but like anywhere you can, do so. And also, if you're like, if you're feeling inspired and you're like, man, I would like to do a project, but I don't want to do a convention because holy shit, that's a lot of people to, wrangle and things to set up. You can also do like a Radiant Obscurities type project or an Other Canoes type project or an Animal Quills type project. Um, I don't want you guys to feel boxed in by my suggestions and examples. Zines, oh my god, yes. I feel like we've been having a renaissance of zines in the community lately, and it's been beautiful, perfect, loving it. Um, I'm slightly overwhelmed with these resources. My kingdom for a centralized list. One second. I have a resources thing on my website. One second. Yeah, check out my resources tab on there. It's not completely up to date. And for some reason, my prompts and challenges list is not coming up. I don't know why it's not. But I do have that, and I can get that to you guys. Would you like? And yes, please. Like, if you want to create, just create. Just go out and do it. All Human D&D campaign. Swag. Submitting to a zine. Swag. Cross-posting to NNP. Swag. Calypso, you need to finish your Inkypos 3 submission. I need to finish my gender is not human submission. And Noelle needs to finish hers, so mood. Mood. Huge mood. I am handshake emojiing everyone who is still trying to finish their zine submissions. But yeah, if you feel inspired but you don't want to do like some of the things that have been suggested, go out and do your own thing, man. There are so many things you could do. You could make a tabletop RPG. You could start a band. Hello, how many Ultra Human bands do we have? I can only think of like maybe 5 or 6 off the top of my head. Like make a zine. It does not have to be professional looking. Start a blog. Start a dream with where you just talk about and host only essays by specifically Therians who are green in some way. Please, more Alter Human bands. Yes. I'm planning on recording and making some music as soon as I finish picking up the hurdy-gurdy. I'm going to post some music up. That is like a goal. That is a goal of mine. It's such a silly goal, but like I feel like I'm known for my writing and organizing stuff, and no one actually knows I'm a genuine musician. So I need to put some music out into the community. Paige, if you don't send me your music when it's ready, I will find you. Okay, valid. I'm being threatened. To be fair, I'm still trying to get my hand on all the instruments I am, like, actually professional with. Because I have a saxophone. I may have a friend sending me a beginner oboe. I would like to get a professional one, because that's what I spent most years on. And then I'm going to be buying a hurdy-gurdy, and then I already have a ukulele. And I'm going to be hopefully maybe buying an accordion, we'll see. These are far off goals, but these are goals. Like, have these goals in mind, not mine, yours, for the record. Like, think about the things you want to do for the future. Think about the things that you find really fun, and just go out and chase it. We're animals, right? In one way or another, either in body or in non-body. You get what I mean. Medieval ass motherfucker affectionate, don't call me out. The hurdy-gurdy is great and you guys know it. I shared a little guideline on how to make your pages easier to archive in #advertisements. Thought Thomas was the bard? Ha! I was way better than Thomas was in band. No offense to him. I was the better saxophone player between the two of us, and yeah. I'm dunking on my husband in chat right now. So you each got half of the bard skills. I can't confirm, not gonna lie. Thank you, Dodek. I appreciate it. Dodek was also in band with me. Killer clarinet player, for the record. Together you can make one whole bard. Guessing number one of how to make things archivable is don't just post them on Discord. Yes. Correct. Absolutely. If you wrote something during the course of this convention that you thought was really cool and it was scattered throughout a conversation, copy paste the whole conversation into a Google Doc and just turn that into an essay. You can do that. You can do whatever you want forever. That is legal. Like, do you have any idea how many times I've done essays that were based off of conversations I've had between, like, Dosky, Ronnie, Kai, Ryu, DWW, Orion, Nova, like, where we're just talking about a subject or something in one server or another, and then I'm like, this would be a really good essay, and then I write about it. Like, you can do that! Use your thoughts that you write in one place and just put them together in a different place. It's still your thoughts. It's still yours. You still wrote them. Sometimes the best ideas are born from the collective brainstorming within the space of discussions. Yes, Ryu is so right. That is so true. Can I get my plastic pretzels eating essay peer reviewed? But yeah. Please archive. Please send me, like, the stuff you make. I want to see it. Discord is ephemeral and is not easily accessible via archive elsewhere. Don't use Discord. See Discord breaking my fucking citations, lol. Yeah, see Discord breaking my fucking non-human national park icons that I now have to go find and, like, redo. Woof. Learn from our mistakes. Don't use Discord as an archive. That is a really cute emoji. My whips for now. Oh, yeah. Dub. I want to see those when they're done. That's cool. On blood magic, on summoning demons, other kin criteria, draconic evocation, dressing a dragon. Hell yeah. Swag. Extremely swag. I'm downloading my essays into PDFs to send to you for archiving as we speak. Oh, yeah, and, by the way, that, I probably should have said this earlier. In that Google form that you can fill out to tell your panelists how much you love them and tell me how much you want to date my husband, I'm relinking it. There is also a section for what you would like to see next year in terms of topics and stuff. If you have, like, panel wishlist ideas, feel free to throw them on there. And I will post them on the Centaurus Festival 2024 Discord tomorrow. It will be an announcement. It will be after we've gone into read-only mode. But, like, if you have a wish list for things you would like to see, it's, I think, the last question or the second to last one. You also listed a panel concept that you may host yourself in the future. Hell yeah! Where's the archive on the panels from this year? It's going to be on the Centaurus Festival YouTube, which I only just made earlier, so it is currently empty. What would be the most efficient way to keep things for a long time? Yeah, stone. Carve it into a rock. 10 out of 10. Realistically, I want to, I suggest carving things on stone tablets and shipping them via horse and wagons to Paige's house. Yep, I will decorate my front yard with them. It will be a monument to alter humanity, and it'll be cool as fuck. New Age cave paintings. Honestly, like, why don't we as a community do more, like, rock painting and stuff? Not like that seems like something that would be entirely up our alley, and I'm really surprised I don't see more of it. Rocks are free. You can just pick them up. Steal them from your neighbor's yard. They don't need that many. I do not actually advertise theft. If anyone tries to quote me, I will deny it. Draw for a shit in an old ass cavern so that future historians will know about Voronkin discourse on Twitter. Oh god. Is this being recorded? If so, you can't deny it. I said it in jest. I plead the fifth. I have a rock named Rocky McGee. I had an illegal tortoise as a 5-year-old that was named Rocky. Sorry, that's neither here nor there. He wasn't illegally a tortoise, he was an illegal tortoise. But that's my dad's sins, not mine. Your dad had a lot of pets that he should not have owned. You're right, he did. What sort of motherfucker has tigers and a fennec fox around a kid who can't even walk yet? Like, Christ. Arson tortoise. Tigers? Mr. Raised by Tigers. Why is this in closing ceremonies? Correct. Okay, we're not going to get into me being raised by tigers in closing ceremonies. Boo, tell the people the story. I'll tell the story after we stop recording. I'm a tiger, is that anything? Father? Amazing. Gee, Paige, why do you get 2 dads? My beautiful baby not fox. I did a poll on Tumblr, and I think 60% of the participants said, "What do you mean your icon's not a fox?" And I'm still reeling. I'm going to cut the recording here. I will just reiterate, thank you guys so much for coming. I just slapped my microphone. I wonder if that came across. That's gonna be in the recording. Oh well. I'm going to end the recording here. We can all switch to VC to talk there. Thank you guys so much for coming. This was an absolutely magical experience, and it would not have been the same without you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.